some earrings and stuff like that to go with it. And that just made me start crying. And he made dinner for me that night. So, just like that's the second best thing. The first best thing, I guess I should say, was marrying me, because I was lucky enough to get that. But
that's so cool.
No, it was, because he even, like, I don't know, I'm crazy. Like, for the kids' birthday, his birthday, blah, blah, whatever holiday, I always decorate the house in crepe paper and all that stuff. Like, that's just one thing I always do. And for him to do that by himself, and he even twisted the colors right and did everything right, like, that was very, I was impressed. So, it's definitely one of the best things he's done for me.
Okay, so I'm checking out the questions that we're going to get to, and, well, this isn't a question, but it's more of a request from Goldilocks.
Oh, God.
And she says, and I quote, "Map," that's Mrs. AP for those of you who don't know, "you'll do fabulous because you're awesome. And definitely tell the leg rest story. LMFAO."
Oh my God.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay, so everybody knows that Anthony was out here a couple weeks ago, and he stayed with us, and we had an awesome time when he was out here. And he obviously loves, I can't believe she asked this. Anthony loves Amtrak. You know, he's talked about it, I'm sure, as everybody. So when he was out here, he said he wanted to go on a trip from Denver to Granby, which is up in the mountains and stuff like that. So me and Locke, I call her Locks, everyone calls her Goldie or whatever, but me and Locks and AP and Anthony went up there. So we were on the train, and, you know, we're going up there. It was a great time. And, like, AP looks at me, and he's, like, looking, like, down at the buttons and all this stuff or whatever, you know, like, on the seat. And he's, like, he looks at me, and he's, like, "What does regressed mean?" And I'm like, "What?" And he says, "It says to push for regressed." Like, I'm just laughing so bad. Like, I don't know what to say. And all of a sudden, like, Anthony and Locks were sitting on the other side, and they said something about leg rest. And, like, it's like, I just started laughing so bad. It's like, "You mean your leg rest?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." So it's just like, it was just so funny. He's like, "What does regressed mean?" So,
wow.
Yeah, so, like, forever we were just, like, joking about it. Like, it was French or just whatever. We were just like, regressed instead of leg rest. Like,
oh, wow, so that means I pronounced that wrong. Look at that.
Yeah. Boys, I tell ya. But, yeah. Yeah.
Sounds kind of French, actually. Legress.
Yeah, exactly. You know, which leg rest, because you're supposed to push a button and the leg rest would come up from underneath the seat. But it was so funny. So yeah, if anybody wants to give AP, just put LEGREST, no space, anything, or just say regress. Like, it's it was freaking hilarious. Like, oh God, we almost got Anthony to eat. We almost got Anthony to eat Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, are you serious?
He didn't know what they were.
Okay, so everyone who does not know, testicles. That's what they are.
How?
All right, if anyone offers you some Rocky Mountain oysters, just say no. I mean,
or kick them in the balls.
Or unless you're like a hillbilly and you like that type of stuff, be my guest. But oh man,
yeah, no, we were gonna get him to eat it because he didn't know what they were. But we we actually ate fried cactus at Mavericks, which was the bar restaurant we went to. And if you ever had a chance to eat fried cactus, do it. It was so good.
Fried cactus.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Like, none of us had ever had it, and we were like, all right, well, let's try it. But it was very good.
La Graisse and Rocky Mountain oysters. AP, you're a smart man. Intelligent. Highly smart. Honestly, you are. I'm not just saying that. Okay, so, this is from Mudbutt Lee Anthony. Don't be nervous, Mrs. AP. Melvin, why are you reading this? Just get to the question. Oh. My question is there anything personally that you wish AP would have done differently in regards to the sightings and the encounters that you shared? Example, do you wish that he would have told them to not take you when they take him or something like that?
No, there's nothing different. I don't think we've ever been taken at the same time. I mean, there was the one time where we were up in the mountains, and he talks about he saw him, and he walked up the hill, and he got scared, and saw them, and came down and cried like a little baby. Sorry when you laugh about it, because people get upset by that, but for me it was funny. I wanted to see them, so I went back up, I went back up the little hill that we were by, and we were up in the mountains or whatever. So I went up the side of the mountain that we were talking about, that he was talking about, and I don't know, whatever, we see aliens in deer form, which is the most common for us. And so after he came back and was crying like a little baby, I was like, no, I want to go back up there. I don't get scared easily, he does.
See, that's why me and AP get along so great.
Yes, exactly. So I basically told him to get over it, and I was going to go back up there, and he tried talking me out of it, and I said, no, I'm going up there. So I went back up there, and it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on the side of the mountain, and then there's like, I don't know, 6 to 8 deer up there, whatever, and all of a sudden, like, a couple of the deer just like, I'm not joking, like, I am one person that will never exaggerate as far as this goes, like, AP will, just because that's his personality, but, like, these deer, like, jumped across the path, like, literally 3 feet from me, like, jumped, I don't know, 18 to 20 feet, like, every time that they, like, touched the ground or whatever, like, right in front of me, and I saw it, like, it's nothing that I'm making up, or anything that he's making up, and I saw it happen, and that's what happened. I saw that happen, and one other time we were looking at a house because we were going to try and rent it to move in, and it was by the foothills, and we went to go look at it, and we walked around out back and everything just to see the property lines, and all of a sudden there's like this rabbit that looked like a kangaroo / jackalope / rabbit or whatever, that like took these freaking leaps and bounds at like 30 feet at a time. Like, it was freaking ridiculous how far this thing jumped, and like we were just like, oh my god. And this is like right in the middle of all the alien stuff, so of course AP was like, ah! Like, freaked out. But we ended up finding out that house had something to do with somebody that was in Freemason, and all of that stuff has to do with his family. So before that, after that happened, but before we found out that's what the house had to do, like, he said, well, I liked it because it was gorgeous and beautiful, but he was just like, no, like, freaking out because he couldn't live there. Sorry, everybody, again, like, I hope you don't